Welcome back. This is Elsam. Today in our JAMB course, we're going to be looking at logarithms, the second part. Now let's see how we can convert from logarithms to exponents and from exponents to logarithm, and then we solve problems. So if you're excited to solve with me, let's go. So we've learned the laws of logarithms already. So what we need to establish now is this. Let's say we have log a to base b equal to c. So our logarithm whose argument is a and base is b is equal to c. Now if we have this, then a, which is the number or the argument of the log, will be the base b raised to power c. So you have to bear this in mind. So this is the one rule you need to understand for us to go. So if you have log a to base b equal to c, the argument of the log a equal to the base b raised to power c. Okay, so bearing this in mind, we can start solving the problems. But let me ask you, let's say we have log 1000 base 10 equal to equal to x. What will x be based on what we have here? So we'll follow our a. 1000 will be equal to the base, right? The base b coming here, so the base, which is 10 raised to power x, and 1000 is 10 raised to power 3, right? Equals to 10 raised to power x. Now equating the powers, because the bases are equal. Remember, if the bases are equal, the powers have to be equal. So for cancel out, our x is equal to 3. Okay, so this is the principle we want to work with since we've learned the laws in the previous lecture. So let's begin. Okay, so for number 1, what we have, the question says if 2 log x minus log y minus 2 equal to 0. The question says find y in terms of x. So find y in terms of x. So if you look at the options, we don't have anything like logarithms there. So we have to take the logarithms away. So let's convert to index and then we manipulate to find our y. Okay. So in this case, we can combine the logarithms. Remember our second law. And now if you are joining from this video, please remember that this is a series of lectures covering all the topics in JAMB, in UTME. Yeah. So go back. The previous video we've talked about the laws of logarithm, which we are going to be applying now. So you can go back and watch, and then you can even watch from the beginning so that you can cover the syllabus completely. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel to keep getting interesting solutions to mathematical problems. Okay, so from here, this will give us log x. This 2 comes here. We learned that in the previous law. Powers go down and it can come up to minus log x minus 2 equal to 0. Following our second law of logarithm, we can combine these logs, which will give us x squared over x minus 2 equal to 0. That's if you are dividing, if you are subtracting 2 logs like this, the argument, the letter of, the first divided by the second. So that's how we divide them. We learned this law equals 0. Now, remember in the last lecture I told you if the base is not given, it means that you have a base of 10. Now, following what we just learned, our argument x squared over, this is y minus 2, not x minus 2. So this is a y. So x squared over y minus 2 equal to, this is 10 raised to power 0. Based on what we learned, the base comes here and raises this. So 10 raised to power 0. So from here, x squared over y minus 2 equal to 1. So let's cross multiply. So this will give us x squared multiplied by 1. That's x squared equal to y minus 2 multiplied by 1. That's y minus 2. Okay, so from here we have to make y the subject. So x squared, this minus 2 comes here, becomes plus 2 equal to y. And our y equals to x squared plus 2. So y in terms of x is x squared plus 2. Okay, so our correct option will be is it A or B or C or D? So our answer is actually none of the above. So the correct answer is not there. So let's move to number 2. For number 2, what we have is log 4 base 2. We're solving number 2 now. Plus log 7 base 2 minus log n base 2 equal to 1. Okay, following the same law, we can combine all the logs since the bases are the same. So we'll have 1 log of base 2. What we're going to have here is, when you are adding, remember you multiply the arguments. When you are subtracting, you divide the argument. So this is going to be 4 here multiplied by 7 divided by n equal to 1. Okay, so following the last lecture, we already looked at the laws of logarithm. So that's when you are adding 2 logs to the same base, you multiply the argument. When you are subtracting, you divide the argument. So that's how we got to this. So from here, remember we can convert to index by moving this base here. So 7 multiplied by 4, so 28 over n equal to 2 raised to the power 1. So from here, what we'll have is 28 over n equal to 2 over 1. So we can cross multiply. So from here, 2n equal to 28. And now we can divide both sides by 2. So our n equal to 14. Okay, so we just solved number 2. Our correct answer will be option B, 14. Okay, so let's move to number 3 quickly. Number 3 says if log x base 9 equal to 1.5, find x. I think this is the most straightforward one we have there. So remember our rule, the argument stays, the base comes this way and raises 1.5. Okay, yeah, the exam allows you to use a calculator, so you can use the calculator and go straight, but let's just solve for the sake of freedom. So x will be equal to 9. 1.5 is 15 over 10, and 5 here is 3, 5 here is 2. So what we'll have is 9 raised to the power 3 over 2. Okay, so we can do this. Remember our fractional index law, raised to the power 3. As this 2 comes down here, which we don't have to write because the sign is square root already, raised to the power 3. Okay, let me put it in brackets. So this will give us square root of 9 is 3 raised to the power 3, and that's 27. Okay, notice that I'm taking my time to explain. In the exam, you don't have the luxury of time, so you can jump all the steps you understand, so you can get your answer quickly. Okay, so 27, that will be option B. That's for number 3. Okay, let's move to number 4. Number 4 says we are given 8 raised to the power y minus y over 4. So 8 raised to the power y divided by 4 equal to log 16 base 2. Okay, So many ways we can go about this. We can convert to index based on what we've just learned, but just watch my preference. I prefer this method. I believe it's simpler and shorter. So from here, what we'll have is 8 raised to the power y divided by 4 equals to log 16 base 2 can be written as log 2 raised to the power 4. 2 raised to the power 4 is 16 base 2. Okay, so we can bring the 4 down this way. So we'll have 8 raised to the power y over 4 equals to 4 log 2 base 2. Remember that argument, if argument and base are the same for any logarithm, the answer is 1. So 4 multiplied by 1 is 4. So what we'll have here is 8 raised to the power y over 4 equal to 4. Okay, so we can simply do this indices. 2 raised to the power 3 is 8. Remember, we have a power of y over 4 equal to this 4 is 2 raised to the power 2. Okay, so we can equate the powers from here since the bases are equal. So if we equate the powers, what we'll have is 3 multiplied by y over 4 equal to 2. So what we have here is 3y over 4 equal to 2. Now we can make this over 1 and cross multiply. So that 3 multiplied by y, 3y, that's 3 multiplied by y is 3y equal to 8. 4 multiplied by 2 is 8. So now we can divide both sides by 3 so that our answer y is 8 over 3. 8 over 3. Okay, that would be B. Now the last question there, but not the least. It says if 6 log 2 base x minus 3 log 3 base x equal to 3 log 0.2 base 5, find x. Okay, so this will not be difficult. Let me just give you steps, but I won't solve it. I'll expect your answer in the comment section, but let me give you a hint. Okay, let me write it here and just show you how to go about it, but I'm definitely not solving it. Okay, so I'm not solving it to the end. So the question you have is 6 log 2 base x, because from everything we've learned, you should be able to solve this, minus 3 log 3 base x equal to 3 log 0.2 base 5. Okay, remember when you want to combine logarithms, you have to take off these coefficients first, take them up. So this will give us log 2 raised to power 6 base x minus log 3 raised to power 3 base x. So that's how you resolve this side, and this other side you do the same thing. This is 3. Okay, let's just bring it up. So you have log 0.2 raised to power 3 base 5. Now you can combine these two logarithms. Remember what you do to the arguments, right? So you pick 1 log x, 2 raised to power 6 divided by 3 raised to power 3. That's on this side. While on this side, 0.2. 0.2 is 2 over 10, right? Which is 1 over 5, right? And which is 5 raised to power minus 1, right? So this 5 raised to power minus 1 and 5, there's a way you work it out. You can take the total power up, down this way, and then they can cancel out to be 1. And then you can just solve. There's a way you just do it. Based on what we've learned, you will get your answer. So let me allow you to try it. You might not like the way I'm following it. You can follow it your own way. It's open and you'll get your answer. So kindly subscribe to this channel to keep getting interesting solutions to mathematical problems. Also, follow this course from beginning to end so that everything you need to know to score 100, minimum of 19 UTME Mathematics, you'll get it. So I remain El Sam.